Hi guys and girls, Stephen Palmer here, Michael Campbell Golf Academy, Via Mediana, up in Tremores. And I just want to cover a couple of things in the short game. Been getting quite a lot of questions about this recently, about consistency and versatility around the greens. Now you can pretty much work on both of these at the same time. The way I like to do this, if you think of just a basic chip shot, a short chip shot, so maybe a chip shot of around about 20 to 30 feet. If you can perfect your technique on this little one, you can pretty much then apply that technique to all different shots around the green, and then it's just a matter of controlling the flight, the trajectory of the golf ball. So I'm just going to talk about really basic technique, dispel a couple of misconceptions. So if we just talk about, first of all, the basic technique for a little chip shot. Basically, we want to talk about using the body to control the club. We don't want to use the hands and arms too much. So one thing I want you to allow yourself to do is to move your body when you pitch. Now, it's a bit of a misconception that you should stay still when you pitch. I see a lot of people doing things like this, ball back, hands forwards, keep your head down and trying to rock the shoulders. And you won't see many very good players pitching like this. If you look at the best players in the world, you'll see maybe a little bit of forward shaft lean, but not a great deal. You'll see the ball probably a little bit further forward than you see most amateurs playing with. And you'll also see, if you look carefully, the body will be moving quite a lot. You'll see the body controlling this movement. A good way to feel this, I like to feel this in my knees and in my feet as well. So I kind of allow, when I'm making the swing, I allow my knees to almost, if I imagine two beams of light coming out of my kneecaps, imagine them allowing to point behind the golf ball and then towards the target on the way through. And I also like to feel on the way through that I'm almost rocking up onto the edges of my feet ever so slightly, to exaggerate, just so you can see a little bit kind of like this. This gets my body moving towards the target. It allows my body to rotate. And if you can do that on those little chip shots, just those little 20 to 30 foot chip shots, just allowing your body to move like this, and perfecting that kind of movement, allowing yourself to move, not de-lofting the club too much, you're going to develop quite a consistent technique. You're going to start to use the bounce, so the club won't be digging in the ground. Once you can do that and you become comfortable with that, then it's just a matter of controlling the trajectory on all these different types of shots. So the trajectory is pretty much dictated by the amount of loft you have at impact. So if you want to play like a low chip and run, because we don't want the hands to go too far forwards, start experimenting with like the longer clubs. So go up to, if you usually pitch with a sand wedge or a lob wedge, try a pitching wedge, 9 iron, 8 iron, 7 iron. You can go down as far as you want, as long as you are comfortable making that same motion and controlling the trajectory that you're after for that shot. If you're going to go into more like the lob type shots, even the bunker shots, if you want to hit like a high bunker shot, you want to have plenty of loft on the club face. So if I want to play like a high lob shot over a bunker, I'm going to start opening my club face and making sure that I have zero forward shaft lean. So anytime I do this, I'm taking loft off. You can't play it like this because you'll tend to hit the ground too far before the ball. So you want the shaft in a pretty neutral position, and then you want to try and open the face for as much as you want to pop the ball up in the air. So the trajectory is dictated by that loft. The only way you're going to be able to know how to do this and how much to open the face is just practice. So if you just select a few different types of shots around the green, and see what happens. See what happens when you open the club face and you strike the golf ball well. See how much the ball pops up in the air. You'll find that the more you open the face, the more the ball will launch high, in which case the harder you'll have to swing to get it to go forwards, which is why you see people like Phil Mickelson around the greens when they're playing those extreme lob shots. You'll see him using so much club head speed to get that ball to pop up in the air, and that's just because the energy in the ball is travelling up, it's not travelling forward so much. So just to summarise, if you can nail your technique on the little ones and then experiment with loft around the greens for different shots, you're going to develop a much more consistent, repeatable technique, and you're also going to have much more variety of shots around the greens. So give that a try.